Okay, here we are, fixing to start. About to do a little bit of playing on this new canoe. This is day one, scene one, so to speak.
It's on my chin.
Oh, you got yours on. Okay. All right, here we are. All right, we're fixing to do a little sawing.
Cool.
Now we are putting on the forms for the strips. And we just about got them on there. Got started the camera just a smidgen late, but hey, that's the way things work. Sometimes you don't mean to, but it does. Well, we got the outer stems, no, the inner stems on the bow and on the stern. That's what he's working on now. We're just finishing up the clamping. Now what we have is a feature strip on one side, and we got the other side ready to put on, but we're just letting it dry just a smidgen more. And then we'll put the other feature strip on the other side. And of course you see some glue drips probably, but the glue drips don't mean anything. We scrape that off, sand that off. It'll be slick as a baby's hind when we get through with it.
Slick as a baby's hind?
As a baby's hind. Here's where we are today. We got this rope method we're using to hold them down. They're getting harder and harder to mess with. The farther up you get on the form, they start twisting and all kind of crazy stuff. But we had to use the rope method just like Mac McCarthy does in his book, Our Very Summer. And seems to be working real well. That last one we put on there, this is the first time we've used the ropes, and I mean it's tight. So there you go. That's where we are right now. Here's Emerson applying some glue to a groove. We put just about ready to close the top up. I mean the bottom actually, but we're getting there. It's sort of slow because you have to fit both ends where they'll fit into the groove. Okay, here we are. It's almost lunchtime on Friday. Started Monday morning. It's getting there. Pretty slow process, but we're closing up the bottom now, which is going real well. We're going to lunch. We're going to have a hot dog today. See ya. Why, yes, it's a hull. Is it absolutely complete? No. Got a few holes patched here and there, little slivers here and there. But it's in one big wad, as in hull, so it ought to float eventually. Not today, though. Well, we're sanding and scraping. It's starting to look real good. Is it done? No, it's not. You gotta get it pretty doggone smooth before you put that epoxy seal coat on there. But it's gonna be real pretty. We just filled a few holes here and there and things like that. It's gonna be gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
And we're probably gonna stain it as well. All right, that's where we are right now. All right, what we got now is a boat that's been, we got a light NGR stain on there. And we've gone over it twice, and then we took some alcohol on a cloth and evened it out. And now we're about to put the first coat of epoxy on it to seal it. So we'll see how this turns out. Okay, we have got the fiberglass spread out. Both got it swept down and evened up supposedly. Now we're about to put it on there. I think you got enough there to do your job. like you
Yep.
have. Huh?
Yep, sure do.
Well, here it is with the second coat. Well, I had one on the raw wood, one on the fiberglass, and then one on the outside. So we got 3 coats on it right now. We're probably gonna put one more because it's filling up the the weave and the fiberglass pretty well. It looks real well, we think. See you later. Here's Emerson rolling on the 4th coat. This is the 4th total. This is all we're gonna put on this booger. One on the bare wood, one on the fiberglass, 2 on top. That's 4. And it's looking good.
Scraped it, rolled it.
Yeah, we had a light sanding before we did this. It's gonna be nice. Over now. Well, we just took it off the form. Looks like a canoe. Now we got all the top rails and the seat and the decks and all to put on, but it's not nearly as much junk on the inside as I thought it would be, so it won't be too hard to clean up. And there's the forms that we just took it off of, so everything is looking good so far. Okay, we got it turned right side up. We've got it sanded on the inside, and we got a coat of epoxy in it. Now there's the owner. You might as well turn around, Mr. Owner. There's Mr. Owner with his mask on. But anyway, we got one coat in there. We're hoping it's gonna dry here before too long, and then we'll be able to put the fiberglass on the inside. We'll have a boat before you know it. All right, see you. Okay, here we are about to fiberglass the inside. There's the illustrious Emerson, whose boat it is. All right, we'll show you after we get some epoxy on there. Okay, we finished epoxying the inside. And of course, it also has fiberglass in there. And if you look close, right there on the edges, what that is screw holes where we're going to screw into the inner rail and tomorrow morning. And there's the illustrious Emerson taking pictures. And it's going to be real pretty when we're done. We should finish it up tomorrow with any luck. Maybe. We got to do a seat and whatnot yet, but we're getting there. All right. See you later. Okay, here we are gluing the exterior outwell or rail or gunnel, whatever you want to call it. This is the outside. It's been glued on with some epoxy glue. Silica mixed with regular resin epoxy. And when that dries up, we're going to do the other side. Got to have those clamps. And then we're going to put the decks on after that. See you down the road. Okay, this is the final glue up of everything. This is putting the decks on the ends, the bow and the stern. And we're looking at the stern end on this side. And the other side is the bow. And we got the seat glued in and the bar, which is going to be used for the thwart behind the seat. And here's Emerson taking pictures of movies. And when that's dry in about 3 hours or 4 hours or whatever, then we're going to do a little bit of paint work around the edges with epoxy on the rails, the outwells, and the end wells, and then we'll be done with the boat. It'll be ready to sail, as it were. All right, and we'll see a final later on. See you later. All right, here we are. This is the final boat. It's got the last coats on it, more or less. Might be some other stuff going on later, like varnish or whatever, but it looks good to us. And we think it looks pretty good. Of course, it had not been in the water yet, but it's going to have. There's the seat. And we even got the shop semi-cleaned up. Not this part so much as the main shop. This is just the boat garage where we built it. So anyway, there you go. And there's Emerson. He just can't keep his hands off of it. I don't blame him. See you later. Bye.
Ready?
Yeah, I guess. Here we go. I believe I'm in there. I'm gonna get on the other side just to make sure everybody's in. Okay, here we are. Finished canoe. WEE LASSIE. The WEE LASSIE. Oh God, honey. It's a WEE LASSIE and it's all finished up, and there you go. And he kind of likes it, so we'll see how it turns out.
Very proud of Emerson. He did a lot of work, hard
Worked
work.
real hard. I'm thrilled to death with his
Thanks.
work ethic.
Yep. Yep. We love you.
Love y'all too.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And there goes the boat. He loves it to death, and I'm so glad for him. Whoop, he stopped already. What's going on? Uh-oh, he's backing up. I don't know, he must have forgot something. And there goes the boat. There goes the boat. Grandma's waving goodbye.